Namo Amitabha. Thank you for joining me for our daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This beautiful sound calls us back to our true home. The fifth mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by unmindful consumption, I vow to cultivate good health, both physical and mental, for myself, my family, and my society, by practicing mindful eating, drinking, and consuming. I will ingest only items that preserve peace, well-being, and joy in my body, in my consciousness, and in the collective body and consciousness of my family and society. I'm determined not to use alcohol or any other items that contain toxins, such as certain TV programs, magazines, books, films, and conversations. I'm aware that to damage my body or my consciousness with these poisons is to betray my ancestors, my parents, my society, and future generations. I will work to transform violence, fear, anger, and confusion in myself and in society by practicing a diet for myself and for society. I understand that a proper diet is crucial for self-transformation and the transformation of society. For our Dharma lesson, we've been reading Pure-Land Zen Pure-Land, the letters of Patriarch Yin Kuang. We're continuing in letter 17. If you wish to be a Dharma master, lecturing on the sutras in public, you should first read the original text, then study the commentaries and sub-commentaries. However, should you discover that your intellect is average and your understanding not necessarily above others, you should concentrate on Buddha recitation rather than wasting time and energy pursuing these non-essential endeavors. If, on the other hand, you would like to engage in Sutta recital in accordance with your limited capacities for the benefits it confers, you should keep the three karmas of body, speech, and mind utterly pure, and earnest and sincere. Bow to the Buddhas and sit erect, concentrating your mind for a moment or two before opening a sutra to read aloud or silently. At that time you should sit up straight as though you were facing the Buddhas, listening to their perfect voices without a single lazy, discriminating thought. Then, without trying to find the meaning of the sutra, just recite it in one stretch from beginning to end. By reciting the sutras in such a manner, you are of superior spirituality. You can awaken to the non-dual truth. By reciting the sutras in such a manner, if you are of superior spirituality, you can awaken to the non-dual truth and reach the Dharma of true mark. Even if you are dull and of low capacity, you will gain increased merit and wisdom, eradicating karmic obstructions in the process. The sixth patriarch once said, "We can awaken our mind and see our true nature just by reciting the Diamond Sutra." This quote refers to the practice of sutra recital as explained above. It is therefore called samatha, stopping or arresting mental processes. If you follow these steps, reciting any Mahayana sutra can lead to the opening of the mind, the seeing of your true nature. This does not apply to the Diamond Sutra alone. You should not use the discriminating mind, trying to understand the meaning of this sentence, the idea behind that paragraph, as all this belongs to the realm of deluded thought, reasoning, and comparing. Such a mind cannot be in silent accord with the Buddha mind, lead to a thorough understanding of the essence of the sutras, or provide the causes and conditions for eradicating transgressions and creating blessings. Practicing sutra recital with a discriminating mind, if accompanied by reverential thoughts, may lead to the sowing of a few wholesome karmic seeds. If, on the other hand, it is accompanied by laziness and arrogant thoughts, it cannot fail to generate evil consequences from these very same seeds. The resulting suffering will be immense. Once, while reciting a sutra, the Patriarch G, founder of the Thien Thai school, suddenly experienced a great awakening and silently entered samadhi. If he had had a discriminating mind at that time, how could he possibly have succeeded in such a manner? Another master was copying the Lotus Sutra, completely oblivious to the 10,000 conditions, that is, everything. He was still at his desk writing long after the sun had set, when his disciple walked in and said, "It is so late already. How can you, master, still be copying the sutra?" The monk was startled to discover that it was so dark he could not even see his hand. Whether reciting the sutras, meditating, chanting mantras, or reciting the Buddha's name, as long as you do it with this level of concentration and persevere for a long time, one day you will understand all and everything and experience a great awakening, awaken to the way. Thus, during the Ming Dynasty, there was a Zen monk by the name of Su Chiao-sin. He had entered the order in midlife and was completely illiterate. Nevertheless, thanks to his strict observance of austerities, assiduous meditation, extreme forbearance, and other difficult practices, before long he suddenly experienced a great awakening. Whatever he said after that was in accordance with the perfect teaching. From then on, he gradually came to know how to read and write. In a relatively short time, he was transformed into a scholar fully at ease in the exposition of the Dharma. During the Qing period, his writings were incorporated into the Mahayana canon. Such benefits all stem from a mind completely focused on meditation, with no discriminating thoughts. Those who practice sutra recital should take these examples as models. Thus, when engaging in sutra recital, you absolutely must avoid the development of a discriminating mind. In this way, deluded thoughts will settle themselves at the bottom, while your transcendental original nature will gradually reveal itself. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be at peace. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thanks for joining me today.